Alright, I'm up. So this is the video game stream, where I make the video games. That's the only thing I do on this stream. What's my plan for today? I forgot. Alright, so I did not stream on Thursday, and I did not stream on Wednesday either, so this is all now pushed here. Alright, well I don't have much brain power, so what I'm gonna do is, just go down the list. So I have a little office door. So let's make a little office door, because basically, if you haven't been here on the streams, I'm making little levels for my funny little video game. Let's get that funny little video game up on an Atom in the video game. And someday I'll even figure out why my splash screen changed back to the original Godot thing. Hey, good to see you again. There we are. Those frame dips, those frame hitches from particle effects. Hang on, I really want to figure out what those are. So what performance? Variable time steps. So that was okay, I guess. Because, like, the particles should not, like, hitch the entire game. Because, like, if there's a particle system that's loaded, it should just assume the particles are going to be emitted at some point. That's not like a thing that I'm not going to do. Also, I still need to finish Kentucky Route Zero. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I might be. Because I think I have enough here in, like, this little area to at least, like, get the player sort of a demo of, like, the gameplay. Because I think I'd want to spruce up the cutscenes a little bit, but I can save that for at some point in the future. And I guess also the other main thing that's missing is a lot of sound effects for things. Specifically enemies are missing some. Also, why is the hair physics not working right? There's things I need to figure out. Yeah, I figured releasing a demo would be good. Yeah, basically the reason it doesn't is because shaders can change depending on a whole bunch of... Wait, why is this here? Or, like, intersecting with that. But the shaders can change based on a whole lot of circumstances, like, what is this? How many lights are shining on it, and things like that. But I do think there are better techniques for handling it than, like... Because basically it's in part just because of how Godot was designed. A lot of those things change. Because it might even be better to just make it, you know, compile a slightly less performant shader that has some more things. Like, I think the Uber shader concept goes a little too far that they have in the new version, or in Godot 3. But yeah, I don't know... Yeah, I guess... The whole shader compilation thing is something that is going to be, like, probably the biggest project I have to work on to make this game, like, what I want it to be. which is not a stuttering mess at load. And with like everything flickering in and out of existence and like white frames every now and then as things don't load properly. Hang on, let's get this up here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm doing it mostly because I feel like I've released so little content other than the game dev streams that it'd be nice to have like I don't know, throw people who are looking forward to the game a bone. But I do suspect that a lot of the feedback will be things that I'm already aware of, like the performance and hitching and stuff. Let's see, moving to Godot 4, I've considered it, but Godot 4, I don't know if the physics are actually up to the state where they need to be for this game. Because, like one of my big concerns is... Actually, I'm going to show that off. So I'll just show off a small demo of... Why not? It's my stream. Oh wait, no, I don't have Godot 4 compiled. Never mind. Basically, large triangle meshes don't really... There's significant performance issues with them, and the terrain in my game is just really big triangle meshes, so I'd have to do a bunch of stuff. I'd potentially have to basically remake all of the scenes and rewrite all of the scripts in the entire game. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. I'm using Bullet, which is much faster. So, like, I can actually switch to, I can switch to Godot Physics. So I think they've improved Godot Physics for Godot 4. But it still has performance issues compared to Bullet, just because, well, barring specific edge cases that I've run into with Bullet, it tends to be, I think, faster. Especially for collision checking with large objects. Actually, I probably won't get much testing here. Ah, I won't demo it too much. That'd be... Yeah, basically, like, it's not suited for these big terrain chunks. At least from what I've seen. Because I had a little planet sim that I was making. And the planets were just big collision meshes. Or they were actually convex colliders, but they, like, chugged to a halt. It was, like, 1 frame a second or something. I don't know what that is. That's something. Yeah, basically, I would basically have to remake the entire game, and also I'd have to deal with Godot 4's whatever bugs I find in Godot 4. Because they fixed them a lot quicker than in Godot 3, but there's... Why is the characters... What is this? What did I do now? Okay, what is this? Hang on, I need the gun script. So it's animator, aim, gun, I think. So yeah, I did this. What if I just do Oh. So I'm assuming this is the issue, but... Okay, so that seems to have fixed that. I don't know, well, sort of. It feels like there's still something wrong with this, but oh well. Okay, that seems fine. Yeah, I would get performance improvements with it, but now my specific issues with Godot 3 are the shader compilation and just the way that I laid out chunks is bad. Because my chunks are just too big. So it would be basically making some new system where I can compile more shaders ahead of time. Which I could figure out some way of doing it. It'd just be writing a bunch of code to keep track of like what potential scenarios a shader can be in and the variance of a shader that I want to compile ahead of time and stuff like that. But it'd just be a big project, I think. Actually, so I forgot. I want to add one like thing in here so that the player can climb up this thing. Let's just add that now. And I'm also just going to make a door for this thing in Blender. And I guess, actually, do I want to do... I think I might want to rework the chunk system again before I release for a demo. Because basically what I want to do is, if we take this chunk, for example, basically what happens is once the player is within the range of this thing, well, basically, there's two different points that the player can be at. One is the inactive zone, or like load zone, and the other is the activation zone. Where are these, actually? Oh, these are the exterior. We go there. Wait, no, where are these for? So this one's... Oh, wait, no, this isn't exterior. This is... Let's see. It probably did, but I don't have... But these aren't height maps. These are just regular meshes. Because that way I have, like, overhangs and things. Though, admittedly, I still need to polish up some of the geometry. Like here, it looks very, like, grid-based, because I literally just grabbed a bunch of vertices and extruded them. So I want to smooth them out eventually, but... Yeah, these are just straight-up meshes that I can do whatever I want with. But that does come at a performance cost. Let's see, and I think... What floor is this? Interior 3. No, this is interior 2. These little things need to be. But okay. What I was getting at was basically... The way my chunk system works is, there's a load zone where it'll actually load all of the stuff in the chunk. Well, no, everything is loaded in memory. But there's a point where it'll actually add it to the tree. And before then, it'll just be... None of this will be running in the editor, or rendered, or running in the frame. Then it'll do a load zone where it loads all this stuff. Then it'll do an activation zone where it actually adds these active entities to the tree. But it puts all of them in the tree at the same time, which causes the frames to hitch massively. So I need to split it up into smaller, like, sub-chunks, where, like, maybe, like... you know, maybe like one floor is or like the exterior is active, and then the interior, like floor 1, is active. And then, you know, you're done with that. And it goes away, and then you're on like this floor. And then you go up and it goes away again, and then you're on this floor. So I need to figure out something to do with that. A base terrain, and then another scene for more complex collision. I'm not sure. But basically, I think the main issue is that the meshes are just too big for Godot to handle, or Godot's physics engine. I think there's some optimization that that Bullet is doing for large meshes that Godot isn't doing. So probably the answer would just be to split these up into, like, I don't know, 10, 20 sub-meshes or something, but then I'd have a bunch of meshes. And I'd have to do a whole bunch of work. It'd be like 2 days of work, just cutting meshes in half, or like into eighths or something. But okay, what I need to do... I want a cube here. Yeah, and also, collision checking does AABB collision in generally before. So basically, like, this orange box represents, like, the outer dimensions of this object. So, like, if the player isn't intersecting this box, it won't do the collision checking anyway. And I'm pretty sure Godot's physics would do that as well. But once it is inside the box, I think Bullet has some more sophisticated algorithm for its collision checking that Godot doesn't. So then the physics for these big meshes comes chugging to a halt, even for convex colliders. Maybe specifically for convex colliders, actually. Because basically, I haven't actually tested porting this game to Godot 4. I just had a similar game with little planets that you could walk around on, and the frame rate was chugging to a halt. So I had to use a much simpler mesh than I actually wanted to use for that. But it may be that I just needed to split it up into multiple sub-colliders. Let's see, it could be... Though, my only concern is I don't want to spend a lot of work doing... Well, basically winding up in basically the same position I am in now, where I'll find weird bugs with Godot and have to fix them. Because I know Godot 4 is getting more stable. Oh wait, this is the wrong... Right, I need this to be... So this is in floor 3. What is this? What is this thing? All my stuff is in the wrong place. And eventually I need to chop these columns back. Yeah, occlusion culling isn't for collision. It's just for rendering. Because it's literally checking what is occluded or blocked by some other object. And I don't know if... Because what I've wanted to have is hierarchical Z buffer. I think that's what it's called. Hierarchical Z buffer occlusion culling is what I've wanted for Godot. And I don't know if there's that in Godot 4. But I've been thinking of what I would do, like dramatic things that I would add. Because I have a bunch of occlusion planes. Like in here, for example. So that this big cliff hides everything behind it. Yeah, the game, when the game is running well, it actually runs well. So the main problem is the hitching from shader compilation and loading the actual chunks. Like, I've gotten rendering down much faster than it was. Well, yeah, and it's also not rendering a whole lot anyway, so it could get pretty fast pretty easily. This will just be like platform. Wait, no, I want the emissive gem. So that gets me this. Yeah, that's fine there. And this little thing... What is this? Where am I? Alright, let's get this in here. I've been dawdling enough. Well, honestly, I can just add a little another... I think I'm fine with this. What I really need is the entity that I'm going to use for the, I'm going to have a little, like, key card entity up here. So let's add, like, a spotlight. Yeah, I actually played that. I had the soundtrack for the last stream as the introduction music. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I think I might actually straight up steal the jump kick from there, because I really liked that. But it might, well, it might be a bit too powerful for this game, though. But I basically found out that if you hit a wall at a very oblique angle in that game with the jump kick, you could get off at an angle, and I wound up accidentally taking much longer to finish the game because I couldn't tell where I wasn't supposed to be, because I kept cheesing things with that jump kick. Like, because you could, like, jump into a corner, bounce off, and then turn, and then jump into the other corner at an angle, and then you could, like, do that and get way higher than you were supposed to. Yeah, I like the movement in that game. Let's see, so I'm gonna make this... You know, I'll just make this sensor for this now. Let's call it, like... Yeah, I've even been tempted to make just another game entirely with it, with just the jump kick, which would be kind of silly, because it was already meant to be sort of a stripped-down 3D Metroidvania, so making an even more stripped-down 3D platformer based on their game. I'm gonna call this... Actually, let's add, that, and then, so this will be entities, control, sensor. Let's see, and the other main platformer that I've been playing recently is Celeste. I've just been trying to find all the secrets, since I only recently beat the main game. So now I've got the first 2 levels B-sides done. And I just started on the Celestial Resorts B-side, which I'm finally starting to get the hang of that level. I mentioned a long time ago that I basically couldn't wrap my brain around, like, things moving on cycles. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Celeste a lot. I think I've been trying to sort of take what I've learned from like level design from it and try to apply it here. Because it has a very good sense of like exploration and like finding things off the beaten path. Oh wait, no, this is actually it's actually true. So if not active. Let's do if body is there we go. So the key item here will be key 113. I guess I can test this now. So how this should work is I can just give myself key 113. Oh. And then I should be able to just wait, where am I? Oh, right, I have to be up there. Hmm. Oh wait, I didn't put the toggle. Okay. So where am I? Hmm. Oh wait, I know. Emit, signal, no item. Or let's do that. So this, hmm. Let's do advanced on this. Hmm. Then I need to come up with a cool symbol for this thing. And I'll just make a few more of these doors, I guess, somewhere else. Maybe I should probably make like a some sort of easier system for that. Okay, so now it works. And then I can do item. Is it this? Alright, cool. And then if the player somehow manages to get their way into here without the item, they will be soft locked. Alright, that works. So I want a cool design. Maybe I'll make a unique design for each area. Hmm. Yeah, that seems fine enough. A little mesh up here. Actually, hang on. I guess that's fine. What I really want is, I'll just let this go like that. Hmm. It's... Hmm. This does not look very good. I think I need to just make this as a, Yeah, I'm embarrassing myself with this. Okay, what I need to do... Uh... Let's get a mirror modifier in here. Hmm. Okay, now this is looking much more respectable. Let's apply that and then, Interior floor. So this is wall 1. Floor 2? Yeah. Oh, whoops. I guess I'll just make this all the jewel stuff. So let's do smooth. Auto smooth. Let's see how visible this is, because it might be hard to spot, but that'd be okay. And also I need to make sure that the geometry doesn't mess with the player's collision too much, or like the frame rate too much. Because though bullet handles big colliders pretty well, it doesn't handle areas intersecting with dense geometry, like the player's basically the player's feet have an area underneath them. Okay, but that doesn't have much issue there. I will make it so that this is further out though, so that it actually lights up this thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, as the player rubs against it, I can see the frame rate dipping. Let's do... Thankfully, it seems to be tricky enough that it doesn't matter too much, so I'll just say that that's fine. I might even make it at some point so that there's things that the player can ledge grab, but can't collide with otherwise. Because I could make it so that the player can, you know, ledge grab on this thing like this. But since they can't stand on it anyway because it's so narrow, I'd be fine if the player's body just doesn't collide with it at all. And instead, actually, I'm gonna, you know what, I'll do that right now. Where is the player? So our casts, so they do 5. I'm also going to do 6, I guess. Because I think the player collides on layer 5. No, okay, the player doesn't. Hang on, so I'm going to go back to these. Let's undo that. So let's see what happens if I just make this little thing only collide on layer 5. Because then otherwise, the body should completely ignore it. I think. Unless the ground area or something. Let's see, so this is ground area. Okay, yeah. So I think... Yeah, I think 5... Okay, so I think just setting this to collision layer 5 does exactly what I want, where it ledge grabs, but the player doesn't collide with it physically, because they can't stand on it anyway, and otherwise it just hurts the frame rate. Alright, that's good enough. So I can then put that little logo, or logo around somewhere else. Oh, wait, whoops. Wait, is that coat not persistent? No, it is. Okay, that's fine. I think maybe I should make it so that if the player doesn't know how to wall jump very effectively, that they can still get up here, because this is still meant to be like an early level area. Or like novice friendly. At least to get up to the top of this thing. I'll just put like a barrel or something. Or I know, little tubes going from here to here. Actually, I wonder if I could do more interesting stuff with this. So maybe like... if it's closer to there. Actually, what if I make this loop around like this? So basically it's gonna... the player's gonna have to sort of tightrope walk. If they don't know how to just high jump up this thing, or climb up this thing. And let's just have a little cylinder here. So this will be like the easy way for the player to get up here. So this is what, pipe? And this goes in floor 3. Oh yeah, and I could just make this go down. Oh, okay. It doesn't even... Okay, so it just... Okay, alright, that's fine. Basically, that pipe will, not be very noticeable here. Yeah, I've thought about that, because it's like the Raspberry Pi has a similar power to like somewhere between like a PlayStation 3 and a PlayStation 2. At least the least when I last checked. So it's like you could make perfectly, like, solid games on that. So it's a shame that there's not, like, dedicated hardware, or, like, dedicated, games for that. Or at least not that I've seen, really. Is this in the right place? This should go into floor 2. Actually, let's get this thing. So that decimation was a little bit too much. Nope. This might be... I don't think I want this. I'll just add another one of, I'll just put something here, like, alright, let's see all this stuff. I think I may also want for a playtest. Well, I guess I shouldn't. I don't need to get too overwhelmed with it. But basically, what I could have is more materials. So, like, because I mentioned that I want to differentiate the floor and walls from each other, and then I'd also probably have a different material for pipes and things. I guess I could do that before I get too, well, I wonder. And let's make sure this doesn't affect these things moving. Okay, these move fine. There'll just be a lovely pipe in here. Alright, and then I need some way for the player, my poor hapless player, who doesn't know anything about high jumps and wall jumps, to be able to get up to the top of this thing. Because I can get up to here. Maybe that's all they'd need. And at some point I want to add maybe like vines or ladders or something where the player can climb without losing stamina. But I don't know how exactly I want to do that, because I could do some sort of tag. Ooh. Oh, right, because it turned to night. Yeah, I think I may want to make it so that there's no shader recompilation when a directional light is hidden. It just doesn't, like, maybe there should just be like a for loop there for active directional lights. Well, no, I guess it makes sense. Maybe I should just make it so that all lit objects have variants for 1, 2, and 0 directional lights. Because, yeah, I've been thinking, I've put a lot of thought into what I want to do for my game in terms of the shader compilation. Because I think, because I know what scenarios are possible, that makes it a lot easier for me to then preemptively go like, okay, compile this list of variants of all the shaders. Like, you know, make an animated and unanimated version, make a lit and unlit version, make a one with, you know, the sun enabled and the one with the sun disabled. Okay, what was I actually supposed to do? Oh, right, I was supposed to... I've been so distracted by that little, like, thing. So per level with a unique symbol, new key item. Once obtained, new secrets. Open by proximity. Update other levels with this. Alright, let's do the, sundries. The... So I need a keys. Open, no, show in file manager. Now all I need to do is go through the ordeal of creating a new SVG file. So it needs to be distinct from these ones. So I have a little wrench. So maybe I can open these up. Okay, so that did not do what I wanted. I just wanted to open these up as 4 separate documents. Okay, I have a little pistol, I have a cow tools, I have this thing, which is a little wrench. I have Jackie. So a key to fit in a square hole. Alright, hang on. Let's just file open. items icons? Yeah, okay. So I wonder what advanced technology I would have to do. Okay, so the units are pixels. Oh, okay. I didn't set that there. Alright, I'm not even bothering with exporting because that's a nightmare. Fraught with mishap. Okay, I want to... Let's create a new one. Default keys. I wonder if I can manage to just turn this into a key. I don't think that's going to work so hot, actually. Oh yeah, also, we have run out of, okay, this isn't going to work. We've run out of music from Kentucky Route Zero, so we are now on the Florence soundtrack. Okay, what exactly do I want? I think I want a rectangular key. So how would I do that? This looks terrible. Well, yeah. Oh well, that's fine. And I like how in Inkscape, when you double click, it changes what tool you're using. Oh well, I'll not complain too much. I know what to do. Now, if I can figure out how to do fill with only like a map, or with like, without filling this inside part. This is a very high quality drawing. Let's see, I have the 50 followers. The main thing is, I think there's like requirements for how many concurrent chatters you have, and I don't have that active of a chat. So I think it's like you have to require like 5 average chatters at the same time. And I think I've only maxed out at like 4 currently. Or if I just make this... Yeah, I think there was some total requirement of like 25 hours of streaming or something. Actually, I'm gonna take this thing. Let's flip it so it's a little less... It doesn't match these 3. Or these 2. So now I have the new key item type. So what's this called? Office emblem. So this will be asset items, quest, key 113. So this will be UI items viz. Alright, now let's plop this, where's interior 4? Wait, why do I have two different things here? Like I have an item preserver and item preserve.tscn. I think I forgot that I was or a resource thing. Okay, I think I forgot that I already had this, but oh well. Surely nothing bad will happen. Yeah, because what is this one? This one seems like it's exactly the same thing. Okay. I Which one am I loading? Am I loading both of them? No, I'm only loading... Okay, so I don't think this one is used anywhere. Yeah, I need to cut like a hole somewhere for the player to actually get up here. So let's make it... I'll make it just there. So is this one actually like... Okay, these are actually separated. What am I... Something up with this. Okay. I can figure this out, I think. I'll just make it so that these aren't like convex or concave. Or I guess... Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Hmm. I guess I'll just make this a little, like, elevator that goes up. I can have a few, like, reasonably designed things in this game. So I'll just put a little platform here and a switch that the player can shoot. I need interior 3, square platform. Okay, it fits almost perfectly. It's like I intended for that to happen. And the strange thing about this will be that you can't actually deactivate it once you get up here. Let's see. I'm seeing that that doesn't seem to do anything. Let's do the same thing that I've done for the other ones. 2 and then 0.5 here. So get you up here. Oh, these peek out a little bit. I'll let that. That geometry's kind of screwed up, but I'll figure that out later. This is new. But I think it's because I accidentally grabbed and pulled something around. But I'll just hope that didn't break anything. Okay, but once the player hits this switch, they can't actually get out of here. Oh, right. Physics. Sync to physics. But yeah, so as the player gets up here, they are now stuck up here until they beat the level. Oh, that thing is a little large. That makes sense. Yeah, I think it's specifically... It would specifically be very long, thin triangles in, where they intersect with pixels. So yeah, especially if you were, like, viewing these from far away, it would basically render... Because it runs shaders in groups of 4 pixels. So very long, thin things can oftentimes run, like, double the amount of shaders because it's running the group of pixels around it. Let's see if my inventory has anything. Hang on. Player. Jackie preview. Hang on. Let's save. Yeah, because eventually I want to make those a little bit more manageable. Okay, so now the scooter is not here. And I still need to... There's still slight issues with her face. Because she still has kind of a jowl issue. And also, like, lumpiness in her cheeks from, like, sort of irregular vertices. Oh, right. This thing needs to be persistent. So this is the only switch here. Oh, right. Because that has to be first. And these... Okay, so these are fine. And eventually I'll make this actually accessible to human beings. I think I want it to be that to get out of here you have to climb on top of these. Well, where do these actually... I'll have to figure out what these pipes are even doing. Like, where are they going? Like, why would there just be pipes going out into this wall? I guess maybe I can just put another box here, and then it'll be like some sort of water you know, another one of like these basically. Doesn't make a lick of sense to put just, yeah, okay. So yeah, the player's locked out of getting down to the floor below. But they have their fancy little, thing. And I think actually, well, no, I'll let the player do that little celebration thing. I might actually make that emblem like an object that I can just put around in the world. Okay, what else was I supposed to do today? So the little office door. Update other levels. I haven't done that. I just had a mean idea where basically, like, the player can get different tablets like this. I'm actually gonna give that a unique name. So where is 113? This will be an iTablet. So maybe the player can get different tablets from different areas, and then there are like different rooms in all of these buildings that require different keys from all the other things, so that way the player would have... But I don't know how much I want to make the player backtrack. Fix the writing, more modeling, environment stuff. I mean, I guess I did sort of fix the writing. Maybe what I want to do... Because I would like for Riley to be in here. So how would I do that? Also, this should be a unique thing. Or this reflection probe should not apply to both of these. Alright, that's good enough. Because all I need is a separate thing here. So I want it to be a little bit like pink colored. See how this color change looks. Oh. Hmm? What? Oh, okay. Now I get it. Not a very graceful color shift, but oh well. Maybe I'll just put like a bunch of bright lights in there. It's funny that I did a bunch of work with this thing to make it like you know, like this. Yeah, let's do let's do another decimate with a planar. See how that does. Because basically I want these vertices out of here. Because I'm gonna do this over again with just because for some reason they didn't apply to the back. Or I know why. It was because I did the decimate weirdly. So I think now maybe it'll work? No. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, so now we get it. So all that stuff with the... Yeah, this and this. Hmm. And we're now in the, I forgot to mention, we switched over to the Hyper Light Drifter soundtrack. Let's do cube. I know. What would be interesting? The player first gets to here, and then they have to platform around this way. And this will be the real end place. What if I just made this a unique mesh, actually? Like, let's do, like... center. That platform. This platform. Ah, I have an idea. I'm going to make it so that one of these has an elevator that goes down all the way, I think, to the first floor, maybe. Or some entryway. I'll figure that out soon. Or I guess, yeah, so this vent can go up. Because, yeah, you get up to here, go around to here. Then maybe that opens something up, and then you can go through the vent in here. And then it'll plummet you all the way down to, because that could get you actually above this entrance, and I could open up this grate. Or open up all these grates. What are these called? Yeah, I'm gonna change these to be called. think I need some sort of consistent way. So this will be great. Near and free. So this grate will not open until the player's done this. Or until, maybe I'll figure out some way of making it so that the player has to get this key. Maybe making it so that there's some control unit that's blocked behind it. Okay, that gets that done. Cube 30. Alright, that seems okay. So I think tomorrow, what I'll start doing, figuring out what exactly these are all going to be. So let's do, So where's my power thing? Okay, so now I have... This will be where the player can somehow get up to from here or whatever. And then they have to do a final little platforming gauntlet this way. What is outside? Oh, it's night outside. Well, that's kind of intriguing. And once I have to finish up or fix my little environment thing, because basically, when you're outside of the building, it should hide these reflection probes, because they don't affect the outside of the building. Okay, but it's 8 p.m., so what I'm going to do is tomorrow I think I'll just start on floor 4 and try to figure out, you know, what is like a culmination of the things, or like what is the final like little gauntlet that I want to give to the player. That looks neat. I might use that as the thumbnail, though it is just the result of a bug, so maybe I shouldn't. Alright, well, let's get this all sorted away. I'm on 3 work. Alright. Okay, tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and I'll be making this little finale level, and I guess I'll probably be spending probably a little longer on this. I might make my little March 31st deadline for getting a demo out, because I kind of just want this sort of level, I guess, released. And the demo won't be too much, because it'll just be basically like the premise of the story is what you'll see. You won't actually be able to see any of the interactions with it, because it'll just be a little section of the world containing the starting area and this tower and sort of the space in between to move to it. But that should be fun when that happens. All right, see you later.